This is a rather frustrating question to search because nothing that comes up seems to fully encompass what history actually is and why it is so important. Instead, we have these mundane, scholastic, and technical definitions that heed to the boredom we all innately feel when we realize we have to take a history class. So, how can we actually define history where it properly encompasses the idea?
But what is history? I mean, at first it seems like a dumb question to ask, because we know what history is, right? But let's humor the idea for a second of a massive mental software update, where all of a sudden, society no longer taught, preserved, or remembered any of our history. What would happen?
We'd wake up that day and be completely and totally confused as to who we are, how we got there, and why we're here. History is what answers all of these questions, and quite literally is our story. It defines us not only as a society, but as a species. It tells us the path our ancestors chose to take, the morals they stood by, and why we've changed. It's the knowledge of where we're going by where we've been. Storytelling is an innate and universal human trait. Ever since the first record of humans telling stories on walls 30,000 years ago, humans have always felt this need to share myths, legends, and tales of long ago. But if we're not careful, these stories change and morph like some massive game of telephone, which is exactly why it's so important to study, remember, and preserve history. We have to take the initiative to remember what we've been through, to tell our stories and carve out society how we see it could be. And on the contrary, if we don't, our futures will be predetermined for us by those who do remember the stories. This is why covering little stories on a humble channel like my own is so imperative, to research and give people an idea of what happened in specific environments, why it happened, and what lessons we can learn from it. Otherwise, who will?
Alan Cohen once said, "Our history is not our destiny." But I believe, if we're not careful, it very well can be. Across many cultures, people live so differently. They talk, they have different mindsets, they think, speak, eat completely differently. And I think one of the biggest things in understanding why people live so differently is buried in their history.
For example, during my time in France, something as simple as an advertisement can reference a specific artwork. Certain ads would reference tableaus or statues and their names associated with that, but if at first you don't understand where that statue came from and also the art history and context of it, then understanding that ad would have been absolutely impossible. So history wasn't just a sense of connection to the people, but also their day-to-day life and the simple things that make up their culture. I'll leave this one more open-ended, as I plan on touching on this point a little later.
So that's what I have to present in terms of history, and I apologize for uploading a little bit late, but I hope that having that extra time was able to present itself in the video for you guys. Feel free to comment down below of what your ideas and takes on history are. I would love to hear what you have to say on the idea. If I was able to provide some sort of value to you, feel free to give this video a like and subscribe for some more content just like this. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.